Alright, y'all. So there is no more live from Sam. So I don't think we need to reiterate this anymore. That label was definitely fake. Can we get a confirmation from all the alchemists that the label was fake? We do have 1,578 views on this post, and I don't know why, because they only have like 100 people in the Instagram live. And this says, when I walk in the shower, Eliana, she be in the shower just thinking, using up all the damn hot water. I don't think I'm following her. I'll follow her. And I'll follow Rambo. I'll follow all of them. Follow Aya. And I don't think she even has gone live in a while. But yeah, they haven't gone live. So let's get back to what we were doing.
Don't peace reflection me. I don't want no peace reflection.
Why does she want any peace reflection?
I'm a very honest dude. I don't need to lie about fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm me. And my life is just what it is. It belongs to you. You do whatever you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? If you judge me the way you want to judge me, but that says everything about who you are. I ain't never been somebody to hide my life. I'm a Leo moon in the 9th house. I got nothing to hide. I'm very honest. I do not care about a public figure, about how people look at me. I'm me honestly and authentically. I've always been an honest person. It's impossible. Because when I see people talk about me online, it's like, yo, are y'all fucking kidding me? That is not what happened. Now with Maisha, when I was with Maisha, I've always been a dude that had an anger problem. You talking about, nigga? Like, I've always been. Everybody know Lee got an anger problem. Nigga, I will fight a nigga quick. I will punch a nigga in the shit quick. Like, me and you be in an argument, I will punch the shit out you quick. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, if I'm angry and I'm upset, I will punch the shit out of you quick. Anybody that know me will tell you that. Like, yo, my nigga will punch the shit out of you. Like anybody can tell you that. Anybody that ever knew me, like, I'm a nigga steal you quick. Like, you be talking, pop. Like, I'm going in. I don't got time for the arguing. I was always someone that once I know, that's where I'm at because I'm a doer. I'm about that action, my nigga. Like, I don't like talking a lot. That shit get me worked up, and then before I know it, I'm overexerting myself. You feel me? Like, we gonna fight or we gonna talk. Which one we gonna do? Let's get it over with. You feel what I'm saying? Let's do. So I ain't never been somebody that was like no bitch ass nigga. You feel me? So with me, it always been like I always want to dominate my woman. I gotta dominate my woman in every way. I don't want I'm an alpha male. Like, I gotta dominate my woman in every way. I don't want my woman challenging me in no kind of way. I've always been like that. I don't like that. I like my woman soft-hearted. And even when my woman do challenge me, I want her to challenge me with soft shit. You know what I mean? I don't want you to respond to me the way I come at you. I might come at you like this. But the way you respond to me is going to determine if I calm down or if I'm going to turn up. So I need a woman that doesn't respond to me the same way I respond to her, because my energy is gonna flow better that way. You understand what I'm saying? So like with Eliana, like if my voice go over Eliana don't come back at me like that. I've been with other women like that's why I love Aquarius women, because Aquarius women don't be in their emotions like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that, and like sometimes I can't be with a woman that's like a nigga. I can't. I gotta be with a woman that's soft spoken and soft, because they make me soft. They make me come to them like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be hard with somebody that's soft. You know what I'm saying? I can't. It's not cool. So, you know what I'm saying? It makes me calm down and talk regular. Like, look, baby, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da-da. But, yeah, it was a wild relationship with Maisha that I had. Maisha relationship with me, Maisha she know about all the gay for pay stuff. She know about my clients. She knew about everything. Maisha knew about every fucking thing. Did I put my hands on Maisha? Absolutely. You feel me? Me and Maisha had a fucking like, intense ass relationship, my nigga. Like that shit was crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, like me and Maisha relationship was like a intense ass crazy sex. It was crazy. It was like, yo, like Yeah, I'll kill you, nigga, like, and then fuck each other brains out and go party and go everywhere together and ride on motorcycles. It was like a fucking movie, nigga. And she was with me the whole time. She was with the shits the whole time. She ain't never stopped being with me. She wasn't in no like relationship where he's like, oh my god, I'm scared. Nah, nigga, like she was literally like with the shits. Like she was with me. She was like, you know what I mean? Her whole family didn't like me. And I always be like, fuck your family. Like I used to come pick her up with my 22s and a Monte Carlo dumping fucking music in front of her house. Like, come on, man, come on, fuck out of here. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And like pull up on the skirt. Fuck it, get the fuck on. You know what I mean? I ain't kidding, man. I stayed with a pistol on me, like a 40 cal on me. I was wilding, my nigga. Like I was in my lower self. I was smoking Black and Miles. I used to love like to smoke like wood tip wines. I was eating wild crazy. My shit was Henny and wine. Henny, not wine. Henny and wood tip wines. That's my shit. That's my shit. I get a pint of Henny. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. You feel me? And then when I start drinking, I get strong. I feel strong. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get crazy.
It's wine wood tip, nigga. Get it right. I used to smoke them shits too. It's Black and Mild, wine wood tip. Get it right. Say it right.
This shit can go left or right. And she know me. She know how I get when I drink. You feel me? Like, and you like, oh, you a woman beater? Nah, nigga, I got a temper, nigga. It don't matter if it's a woman or a man, nigga. I beat a nigga ass quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had to slow me down. Like, hey, nah, don't do that. She know me. I'm being honest with y'all. I done bust off that nigga. She know me. Like, she know who I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she got online and, you know, she promoted and she watching me. She think that I'm like, I wasn't going to tell my own story. Like, no one ever could tell you that Bishop was a pussy. No one. And I was a leader in my community. And I cleaned myself up. After 10 years of being a male stripper, you know what I'm saying, by night, you know what I'm saying, and a regular nigga by day, because I was making wild bread. I was making wild bread, my nigga. I was making a lot of fucking money. I ain't gonna lie, it was good money. And the lifestyle was just draining me, though. Because everything was about sex. Every time I called my phone, all the women I was fucking, I fucked all the women. I fucked a lot of women. She was right. I fucked a lot of women. You feel me? You feel me? Wilding out. I just fucking women crazy left and right. Like I fucked them all signs, all sizes. I had a lot of sex, yo. For me, like sex was like a reward to myself. Like I was like, I used to go in a club and like, I'm like, yo, you gonna suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gonna suck my dick. Like, with the transsexuals, like, with the trannies, like, I got, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I had sex with trannies. Like, I like having sex with trannies. You see what I'm saying? Like, that was my shit. I still do. I watch tranny porn. I still watch tranny porn. Like, I do. Like, if I have to. I still like the idea. And the funny thing is, like, when I look at the psychology of it, it's like, when you watching straight porn, right? You don't look for the little dick. You know what I'm saying? You look for a big dick when she fucking them. But does that make you gay? Because you're looking for a dick? Nah, I think that the ratio between vagina and dick and the feminine and masculine mix together, it turns me on. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't like men. If the woman look like a man and she got man hands and she's a he-she type shit, like, I don't like that shit. For me, I just like them feminine. And when you looking at porn, you don't look for little dick porn. You don't look for a woman fucking a nigga with a little dick. You fucking look at that. You want a nigga to look like your dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a nigga with a big dick. You want to know that she not faking it. You see what I'm saying? So, when I look at that, I'm like, damn, like, it is what it is. You gonna call me gay? Fuck it. I guess I'm gay. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I like it. I'm attracted to it. I'm not gonna be dishonest. You feel me? And I told her. She's like, you're gay. I'm like, are you with me? Fuck out of here, nigga. You feel me? And she used to hate that I like transsexual because she like, they got something on God and she's like jealous of them. I was like, I like them, nigga. Fuck out of here. I was always a real nigga. I ain't never been a follow ass nigga, yo. I never think like other people. I never look at, I'm a leader, my nigga. I don't think like other people. I don't want to be like other people. I love myself. I like the way my style, I like me, nigga. Like, I like me. You feel me? And this is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so as I came, when I was with Maisha, that shit turned me into like really like the relationship we was in. Like, she really brought a lot of stuff out of me, my nigga. Like, oh my God, I faced a lot of demons through that relationship. That's what woke me up and made me Nature Boy right there. You feel what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. You see what I'm saying? And if I like men, I would tell you I like men. I'm just an honest person like that. My sexuality is my sexuality. I wouldn't hide that from you. I want you to know. And if I like men, I would have a guy. I would have a guy and a girl if I wanted to. I believe that life is what you imagine it to be. So don't be dishonest to your reality, because then if you be dishonest to your reality, and you're lying to your reality, and you're gonna get a lie back. I don't like lying to myself. That's what I strive to be. I strive to be the most authentic, real, honest person ever. Just be real and be honest. And so, like, at the end of the day, it's like, it's crazy for me. You know what I mean? I never test positive for HIV ever. Ever. You see what I'm saying? Ever. Never. Even after all the wild shit I did, Maisha will tell you, she ain't got HIV. I don't have HIV. I look deeply into it. And if I ever felt like I had the things that I had on my nose, if you do your little research, you'll find, like, I've been struggling with this stuff for a long time. It flares up, and it's a skin condition, like acne. It's a skin condition. But it does say that 85% of the people, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know how, because nigga, like, I don't got HIV. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a healthy ass nigga about to have a healthy ass baby. Y'all gonna see this healthy ass baby I'm about to have. I'm gonna have like 3-4 more healthy ass babies. I'm a healthy ass nigga. I don't got a disease. You know what I'm saying? And if I did, I would tell you, and I'd be advocate for it. I would tell you straight up to your like 3-4 more healthy ass babies.
I just have one thing to ask though, like, how come all of a sudden his skin is starting to deteriorate? Did he just get this skin condition?
I'm a healthy ass nigga. I don't got a disease. You know what I'm saying? And if I did, I would tell you, and I'd be advocate for it. I would tell you straight up to your face, like, look, this is what I have. And I would be honest.
Is the skin condition not a disease? Is it not caused by stress? Can he not make it go away? Is it not triggered by a contingent upon taking care of your skin and foods that you eat? I mean, why is it their nature, boy?
Honest with you, because honesty is the best way. It's the most organic, authentic thing to be. I have nothing to hide from you. If it's something that's said, I would tell you, yes, I did that. No, I didn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, with the HIV thing, when you see me online and I said, yeah, I had sex with people with HIV, I was making somebody else feel comfortable in that moment. I literally did that. Like, I literally said, yeah, I had sex with people on purpose. I was saying that for them to calm down. Like, relax. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen a dude stick himself with a needle, with HIV needle. So I was just like, I told that person that because they was like, I hope I'm fine. And I didn't want them to like get depressed because I knew that the depression would put them into a state of getting sick. And so for that reason, I was like, yo, I wanted them to feel like, yo, relax. And so I sent that, which was not the honest thing. Just like when I sent, this happened to me twice. This is what I get for lying. I'm a terrible liar. It always bounces back in my face. When I said that on live, they went and seeked, and God, I don't know how they found that shit from years ago. Somebody found it. They just found it. Like, I was like, damn, there it is. Like, somebody found it, whatever. But that was my universe saying, see, this is what you get for lying. And that's what I got. And I was like, oh, shit. That, I did write that. But that, whoa, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, though. Like, but I know what I meant, and I got my own page, and I got my own heart that I gotta put out, like, you know what I'm saying, like, but I have had sex with wild people, and I don't know how I don't have HIV. That shit crazy, because at the end of the day, you know, if you've been a wild nigga and you did a lot of wild shit, fucked a lot of motherfuckers, and then you testing your shit on, I'm like, yo, that shit crazy to me, because this what made me look into it. I don't fuck with doctors, but when we were stripping, we would have random tests come. They used to have like vans out there, you know what I'm saying, like random vans to do an HIV test. You see what I'm saying? They would just HIV test you, and this never came out positive. Like, I just never was positive for that shit. Never was, and I'm still not. You know what I mean? So my thing is this. Just honestly speaking, if I ever felt like I had a disease, best believe I would never ever try to get that shit to nobody else. I would never spread that shit. I'm an honest person. I'll just be real with you. Like, yo, at the end of the day, this is what it is. You see what I'm saying? But I see what young Pharaoh's doing. Like, I get what he's doing. Like, I see it. Like, I see he's trying to use everything that he could get to make himself look like.
The lie detector has determined that is a lie. That's a lie. You're not an honest person. I believe he wants to drain the life out of everyone he comes in contact with. He only cares about anything that, you know, he can benefit from with his encounter with people.
I'm better than this guy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm better than, look at who he is, y'all. And it's like, young Farrell, why are you doing this? He's like, yo, because I want y'all to know that I'm better than him. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, like, my nigga, if I did something, I'm man enough to motherfucking man up for that shit. That's who I am. I'm a man. I'm an honest motherfucker. I'm a Taurus with a Leo moon. And anybody that know that will know that, period. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I've had a lot of women in my life. Maisha was one of the most craziest relationships I had. The best relationship I ever had was with Eliana. Eliana is the best woman I ever met in my life thus far. And I've earned her. I've overcome so much within myself, yo. My journey's been crazy. But I learned so much through the sex industry. I learned what sex was for spiritually. I could teach y'all about things, so I learned it through experience.
I'm good on that.
You understand? Like, all of my knowledge, I was scared to come out because I knew that if I made too much noise that somebody would bring up the gay shit and they would have to. So I've already faced those demons now. You know what I'm saying? And I accept myself, and I'm glad for anybody that still accepts me as I am and love me as I am. And that's what I realize is that that's all I want anyway. That's all I want. I want people that love me for me. But how can I have people love for me for me, if I don't love myself for who I am? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to men. If you put a butt-naked man in front of me,
A tranny is a man.
it does nothing for me. The hair on the face, all that, like, that shit don't do nothing for me.
But if you put a butt-naked tranny in front of him, he gets crazy turned on. In his own words, which has a penis and the balls, and that's a man. Nature boy, you're a liar.
But a butt-naked woman or a transsexual that looks like a woman, I'm attracted to that. Do you hear me? I'm telling you straight up what I'm sexually attracted to. You see what I'm saying to you? So it just is what it is. You feel me? Like, and that's just me.
All right. People follow him. All right, guys out there that are following him, you need your fathers, okay? You need your fathers in your life, because if you had them and they knew what they were doing, you wouldn't be following this dude.
That's just my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm attracted to femininity. And, like, it just is what it is. And I learned what I like because I done tried it all. Like, a lot of people never try you don't know who you are because you ain't never tried it all. You know what I'm saying? So that's my story in a nutshell. And up to this point, like, when it comes to Yaya, look, I'm not with the talking back and forth with the crazy shit and getting all crazy. Yaya was saying a lot of shit crazy that I do not like a woman that got a big mouth or a smart mouth. I don't like that. I will yoke your ass up. Like, and that's why I had to let Yaya go. Yaya said I yoked her up because I made a vow to the universe that I would not put my hands on no woman no more. Like, I wouldn't do that shit. Like, I was like, yo, I ain't fucking with that no more. I ain't fucking with that no more. You dig what I'm saying? So when I felt, if I ain't fucking with nobody.
He got some big ass hands too. Yaya? Wait a minute. Is Yaya? I think I follow Yaya on some yoga stuff. You know what? Actually, I think over a year ago, I seen some videos with, I think it was Yaya and some other people talking about this stuff, but I couldn't grasp it. I didn't know what this was about. It was just so weird, and I didn't really want to. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all.
That make me have to lash out or hit them or get violent because I said I'm not going to be violent no more in my life. I'm done with that part of me because I seen what that could do. It almost gave me 20 years. I was facing almost 10 to 20 years for my lack of ability to control my temper. And I told the universe in that moment when I had that court date, I told her, if you get me out this situation, I give you my word, I will never ever get violent again. So at the end of the day, like, I can't, I have to stay away from people that get me like that. If I see me and you ain't getting along, you go your way, I go mine, because I know me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's how I worked out my anger issues. I stay away from the triggers. I see the triggers and I stay away from them. If I see me and your energy ain't flowing right, I'm going to immediately let you go. So as soon as I see myself yoke Yaya up, I let her go. I let her go. I let her go because I like, you know what? I beat on, fucked you up out here, like, go ahead. And even with a dude, if I see me and a dude about to get into it, now I just go the other way. I stop dealing with the person because it make no sense to me dealing with you. Same like when I'm talking to you. See, I'm me, and me and you gonna be compatible or we're not compatible. And I'm a very real person. And that's just my life. That's just who I am, bro. And I told people that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just is what it is. You dig what I'm saying? So when it comes to what's another thing that they brought up? I'm gonna open up the room for questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna open up another live. This is part 2. I'm gonna open up another live. You can think whatever you think about me. You gotta live your life. I gotta live my life. You can say I'm gay. I got a beautiful wife. It don't matter. I got a beautiful life. It don't matter. I'm in the higher self now. And okay, this is the part I want to talk about. Before we end this, what brought me to this point? How did I get here now? Now, what happened was I died 3 times. I basically died 3 times. I started seeing shadow beings when I woke up. When I first woke up, I started seeing the numbers. I got really scared, and I started eating nothing but fruit, and then I start having these crazy ass dreams, my nigga, lucid dreams. I had died, and I had went back. I basically zoomed out. I died and I was zoomed out, and I realized I was inside my body. I was a cell inside my body. I came back and realized that, yo, we're inside our body. Like, I knew this. And I was like, you gotta stop taking the showers. This is when I started making my videos, and my truth compelled me so hard, I didn't even give a fuck about what people would say about me. So what I did was, in the beginning of my journey, what I did was this. I told everything. I exposed myself so I could be free of all of that shit already. And then I went to start teaching. As I grew, people are just coming in now and like, yo, Pharaoh exposed you. Pharaoh didn't expose nothing. If you knew me from the beginning, I already said that. But you guys don't know me, so now you're seeing all this stuff about Nature Boy. And because, you know, what happened in Costa Rica, that got me a whole bunch of follows, the girl coming to me, these people are just coming in. They're like, yo, you did that? You said this? You did that? You said that? Yo. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to let anybody in that want to talk about my personal life. Usually I don't talk about my personal.
So this is where the trickery comes in at, because he thinks because he's being an open book about it, it's okay. But y'all miss the parts where he'll lie about stuff too. When Pharaoh and other people expose him about these things, he constantly lies about it. And then when he wants to, he'll do stuff like this. Also, just because you're willing to admit to it, that doesn't make none of this stuff okay.
Like, I'm talking about so anybody that want to interview me about anything that's being said, anything, you can come in the room and talk to me right now. Chatty Patty, we gonna do the Chatty Patty hour, okay? I'm going to stop this live and I'm going to open up another one. And anybody, somebody said he a top. To a transsexual, yeah. So anybody that wants to
So who are you bottom to?
talk to me about anything in my personal life, got any questions for me in my personal life, this is your chance. Anybody want to interview me? I'm not interviewing me. I got my own fucking channel. This is it. It's going on YouTube. I'm going to put this shit on YouTube. Anybody want to interview me about anything that I told about my personal life, any questions that they might heard that young Pharaoh said, or anything that these people said, come to me. I know they recording me. I want them to know it. I want you to motherfucking know it.
What you want me to do?
Right here. Come on out here to the sun, because they can see you in the sun, man. Let them know. You're standing for love. Real love, nigga. Talk to him real quick, man.
That's what it is, man. Look, man, I dedicated my life to this. You heard what I'm saying? A lot of y'all out there, y'all don't have nothing that y'all live for. If you can't stand for something, then you fall for anything. Nobody in Babylon is a real man. You feel me? What you see right here, we are real men. You feel me? Led by my OG to teach us how to be real men, to leave the system and to truly be independent, to stand for something right and not to give our energies to the lower self, which is the cancer cell. We stand for life, not destruction. All y'all want to point fingers at us and try and say and find flaw in what we doing, but nobody want to give us credit for actually doing what everybody was afraid to do, which is to leave the system.
Why you think he left, man?
Plan B, you scared.
Why you think?
They act like they're not on a system and they're not succumbing to a master. But y'all already know this, so let me just hush and let the tape play.
Kid and Rambo left, man.
They got a plan B.
Huh?
Plan B.
I tried to help them, didn't I?
That's fact.
Why you think they left, bro? Why you think they left? Huh? Why you think they ain't
Okay,
left.
maybe because he had $3,000 and he thought you needed your help, but then he realized that he had $3,000 and he really didn't need your help, but he had to be there to realize that.
Wasn't dedicated. Why you think they left, man? I want to put out a message to anybody out there that's in the Christ conscious. Right now is the time to fucking wake up. Stop being fucking scared of these coward bitch ass niggas, man. These niggas is bitches. The earth belong to us, nigga. We gonna inherit this shit. I want mine, my nigga. I want mine. I'm not telling you to be violent. I'm telling you to be actual and punctual with what the fuck you gotta say. They're gonna try to twist your words. They're gonna try to convict you and persecute you because of me. If you disown me right now, you're gonna be disowned in your afterlife, and I promise you that, homie. Because what I stand for is righteousness. They're trying to show you and depict you as who I am as far as my shadow. My shadow is casting right here. They're saying, yo, this is who he is. This is shadow. But if you do a little research and you find my information, what you gonna find? Real warriors. This is God's army right here, homie. Fuck is you talking about? God's military. We inherit the earth. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and be on some coward shit. Y'all letting these niggas talk shit about me like this. It's okay to do.
It's very okay. Yeah, it's okay, babe. It's okay to do.
You don't know what sick is from health, nigga. Free caliber. Caliber talks, nigga. Nigga talking about free caliber.
Listen, man. Ain't no free nothing, man. I am free already.
Free caliber, like Caliber's a little fucking baby.
Exactly, nigga. I'm a grown ass man. I make my own decisions. You feel me? I chose to better my life, and this is what I'm doing. You feel me? Ain't nobody going.
It's my man's
ain't nobody gonna make me second guess myself. You feel me? All that fake love y'all throwing out there is bullshit. You feel me? That shit is hate. That shit is misunderstanding because y'all don't even know what's going on here. You feel me? Y'all worrying about other shit. Y'all need to just worry about yourself.
I'm blocking them in the room right now. Keep going. I'm blocking anybody that disrespect you getting blocked.
You feel me? Word. And that's facts. You really just need to worry about yourself. Because I'm good. I'm securing my soul right here. And I'm living it for you. You feel me? I'm here to inspire others. So I advise you to just do what I'm doing. You feel me? Live my truth. Live your truth.
Let me tell you something else, yo. It seemed like it's a little bit of us, but it's not, nigga. Watch out. Let me simply talk to him with you. Look. It looked like it's a little bit of us and it's more them than us. It looks like that. But I guarantee you, we win in the end, nigga. We look small, but it's not a lot needed. It ain't a lot needed to do what we doing, homie. We don't need a lot.
What you
we
doing?
Need the purest hearts. You understand? It's not about being like a thug or a gangster. This is about being a warrior from within, from doing the right thing and being able to stay. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how tall you are, how dark you are, nothing. It's about that heart, nigga. You got a heart to stand for something. Spread love in the room right now, Christ conscious. Wake up, man. It's time to get it popping right now. Time to make change in your life. Let's get in tune with nature. All this shit is lies, and all they trying to do is block you. Who needs to get blocked? Who need to get blocked? Yeah. Who need to get blocked? Let me know. He said the world will not be destroyed by those who don't care about the earth. It'll be destroyed by those who sit and watch. You motherfuckers sit and watch and you know this shit is wrong. You don't stand up for nothing. You're a coward. You are nothing. You've nothing. You deserve no life. And you will have no life because you don't stand up for nothing. You don't have nothing you would die for. You don't stand up for nothing. But you know what? They want to sit by and do nothing. I probably already blocked him. There you go. There you go.
Yo, Ish. Bro, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
First off, my name is Caliber. My name is Caliber.
Bro.
Start it off just like that.
Alright, Caliber. Bro, don't do that, though. Bro, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. You be trying to make it seem like niggas wasn't looking out for you, bro, when niggas was out here. When you was out here, bro, niggas was looking out for you, bro. So don't try to go out there, bro, with them niggas. Don't try to act, bro. Don't go out there and try to act, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. Don't go out there trying to cap, bro, because you know the vibes, my nigga. Don't go out there trying to cap, bro. Don't go out there trying to cap, bro. You gonna try to...
Whoa, slow down. Let him talk.
I'm gonna let him talk, bro.
What y'all doing? How was y'all looking out for me?
I'm talking about me, nigga. Don't ever try to say I wasn't there for you, nigga, with anything, nigga. Because at the end of the day, nigga, when you came out here, nigga, from North Carolina, nigga, I was with you every day, nigga. So stop trying to cap, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, say that.
Let him talk.
Let me talk. You was with me every day when I was smoking, when I was trying to make bad music, when I was sleeping on a couch. Nigga, you every day then.
Nah, let him talk.
Nah. Check this out. Let him talk. You was with me all them days. When I got to the
Okay, I already said it, but is that his finger? And secondly, I think this brother's in a hospital bed.
knowledge, bro, that's when you start hanging out with other people. You feel me? When I got to the knowledge, my nigga, that's when you start falling off. And then even when I tried to show you the knowledge, you wasn't trying to change, my nigga. You feel me? Yo, my nigga, I'ma do this, but that other shit you doing, I'm not with none of that shit. It's either gonna be 10, you gonna ride with me or not. I don't care about none of that other shit no more, bro. That's not me. For a fact, don't hold on to that shit. And that's a fact, my nigga. No cap,
Bro.
No cap.
Bro, you tweaking, bro. Like, I ain't gonna front you.
Exactly. What?
Tweaking, bro.
What? Tweaking? What?
Bro,
What?
I can say a lot, bro. I can say a lot, bro.
Got nothing.
Nigga, you even
That's
send
the
me the
whole
chart,
thing, my
nigga.
nigga. I'm eating now, nigga. I'm eating now.
You even sent me the chart. You even sent me the chart and I did it, bro. You even sent me the chart, my nigga.
Listen, all y'all niggas, bro. All y'all niggas, man.
Bro, all y'all niggas got A's that could suck my dick, nigga.
Matter of fact, that just show his true colors. A person that said that they used to fuck with me, look how they act. Look how they act when you change your life. Look how they act. They true colors always gonna
If he
show,
was
my
there
nigga.
for you, the nigga would support you regardless of whatever you do.
Exactly.
Love is love. Love accept you as you are, my nigga.
Exactly.
Whatever you going through, it's gonna support you. Nigga gonna talk about you got A's now? Like, how you my friend? You get right on live and say nigga got A's now.
Nigga
Like,
change his
didn't
life.
say that, but
Change his
whatever.
life. The niggas gonna act like that.
you said you was with me when we was making bad music, smoking, drinking, doing the wrong shit.
As soon as I got right, niggas went
As
left.
soon as you start showing him the dollars, he like, nah, I ain't fucking with that. All right, so we split ways. So you supposed to still be my man and support me. I got niggas today. I got my niggas out here today that see me go the other way, still support me. Like, yo, my nigga, I don't care, nigga. You my nigga. Like, it don't matter what they talk about. To this day, a real friend would never stop fucking with you because of your life decision. They gonna fuck with you even more. They're like, yo, if you need me, just holler at me. It's whatever. I support you. That's a real friend. Nigga gonna sit here and talk about you got AIDS. Like, come on, my nigga. Come on, bro.
Niggas is hurt.
How you gonna
They hurt.
Come on, that's some crazy
Hurt
shit.
because they holding on to the old, to the past. They holding on to my shadows. They not trying to see where I'm at right now. You feel me? You see me, nigga. You see the sun shining on me, nigga. I'm good.
Niggas is in a wild cold right now. Niggas in a wild. Niggas is in New York in the cold, in the middle of a cancer, my nigga. Look at you.
Hey, they telling the truth on that part though.
Come on,
Shit.
He in the tropics.
I'm in the cold right now, and I'm about ready to put a neck in somebody, a knife in somebody's neck. Shit.
How the fuck are you gonna say, yo, don't cap? What you mean, my nigga? Right. Now, as soon as you start changing, niggas.
Hey, we don't belong in this cold.
You don't have no excuse not to leave. He was speechless. He didn't have nothing to say. He's like, as soon as I start doing what I'm supposed to do, you was like, you ain't fucking with me. So how you?
Disclaimer: we don't belong with Nature Boy either. I repeat, we don't belong with Nature Boy either.
Fuck you on the camera and try to criticize what I'm doing now, man. Fake nigga, that's a fake nigga. That ain't no fake. That ain't no real friend. Real friends wouldn't do that to you because you got your own social media, right? Nigga could have called your phone, right? Talking about you capping, man. Come on, my live. This nigga gonna come on my page do the shit, man. Look at me, I know him. Look, I know him. Look, they got following. They got a following. Yeah, let me go in here and get some fame. Maybe somebody will see me now. Nigga. Yo.
Right, like
I'm so on your head, huh?
That's my like glove. It's quite cold out here. It's not really like.
Okay, yeah. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is CJ. Like.
I don't even want to watch this. He didn't even hesitate to take it off. Like.
Together because we under the sun together. You dig? Everybody want a little fame. Everybody want a little attention. So they trying to come in here, but guess what? This war, we got you. We're gonna give you the attention you want. You feel me? Yeah, they like it like this. This is what they like. Let's get it. Let's go. It's war. Turn up, man. Nigga don't want to turn up, man. I don't know why. I don't know why you want to turn on. Everybody is Christ conscious. Flood this room. What's going on, G?
This is Flexion.
What's going on?
Love y'all. I love myself.
I love myself. Yeah.
We in the building.
We in the building, baby. That's
We in the fucking building. I love y'all. what I'm talking about, man. Like, niggas try to act like we weak and we gotta be docile to what these people saying, man. We about to turn up on all of them. Everybody, from now on, anybody bring anything to us, we gonna turn up on them with knowledge and facts. We about to turn up. We have to speak love with velocity, nigga. We need to speak with passion. We need to turn up on these niggas, man. These niggas good.
How about let's go see if Eliana's in labor? I know we said that there's no labor. Let's just go check. I mean, since we're still here, let's just go check.
Her house and bring it to his house, and then by the time it got to his house, it was destroyed or lost or some shit like that, and we didn't have nothing when we went back over to her house. So she had to position herself as a mother to be able to provide for us when we was by her house. She was like, she was taking care of 2 households. My fucking Babylon mom had to pay child support for all 6 of us. When I tell you I never saw any of that money, and then this is just what I've experienced in Babylon. It's all low itself. It's just the principle and the morale behind the situation of why I felt insecure and why I have these certain dispositions that I have when it comes to, it's like subconsciously when I'm in a relationship with my husband, and just little things that play out. Even when I have friends, it still play out.
Pause. Didn't I tell y'all she was faking?
I believe that she paid child support for like damn near 2 or 3 years. I don't remember how long it was, but I know she paid it for a good minute. And it was at one point that she didn't, and he would try to get me in the room and show me papers to sway my mind. And he knew that I was a child, so I didn't understand the paperwork that much. But, you know, children are very persuasive and manipulative. You could manipulate a child. So I would just be sitting there looking at the paperwork, and I would just be like, okay, what does that have to do with me? Like, it was like he was always trying to justify his position that he was in to me of what was going on between him and my Babylon mom. And I never believed it. Like, I never believed what he was telling me, because I could just feel fake from a mile away. Like, I could just feel it. So it was a lot of shit he did to try to psychologically manipulate me, like, I feel, from what I've experienced from my situation, you know. And even at one point in time, when they was going to court and stuff, my Babylon mom and dad, this man tried to play my mom to the left, like she was a drug addict, and like she didn't care about us, and she wasn't stable, and she was a suicidal, you know, and stuff like that. He tried to play her like that in court, and that's how he won custody of the 6 children. He did not, for some reason, he did not want my Babylon mom.
Let's keep in mind, Eliana's father is a cop, okay? He's one of the most corrupt gangs in existence. Eliana's father is a cop. So don't jump on her, and you don't know, you wasn't there, so let her tell her story. But yeah, her pops is a cop, so he gonna get his way. And I did a video. I don't know if I'm gonna post it though, speaking about into her father. But yeah, dude is a cop though.
And shit like that, right? So, it was very seldom that we went to go see her, because her supervisionary was my Babylon grandma, which was her mother. My Babylon dad did not like her mother. So, it was always conflict when it came to my Babylon mom trying to come see us or some shit like that. And I was always in the middle because I was the oldest. And he's like, this is how my mind worked, and thinking about it from his position of what I seen, it's like, if I could get this child to think a certain way about the situation, then that child would be on my side, and it would go against her. It would go against the Babylon mom. And that's what he was trying to do the whole time. I felt that the whole time. One time for Easter, my Babylon sister Imani, she just got fed up with not being able to see my mom and not have that physical, because my Babylon sister Imani, she's actually a mother's girl, and I'm actually a daddy's girl. And so my Babylon sister, she was like so distraught by the fact that she could not have that one-on-one touch with her and like be with that female energy. So she just like started crying one day in the room, and she was expressing to me how she was feeling, and I was like, we're gonna be able to see her one day, you know, like I'm in there consoling her about the situation. And my Babylon dad, he comes in the room, and he's like, I just plain out ask him, because when as you're a child, you want everything to be right. So just asked my Babylon dad. Mind you, I was never afraid to ask questions when I was a kid. So I asked my Babylon dad in that moment. I brought him to the room and I'm like, when are we going to be able to see our Babylon mom? And she was just like crying, bawling. And he was like, I remember something else was said, and I said something happened in the midst, and then all of a sudden you know he's going up in flames, like he's frustrated about the situation, and he's like, you're not ever gonna fucking live with your Babylon mom. You're not ever gonna fucking see your Babylon mom. Like he literally, like, this is what he told me. Like, and I cannot lie about this. Like I cannot, bro. I cannot lie.
She went from the
This is what
Catholic
it is.
to the.
And so I remember sitting in that moment, like I just remember sitting in that moment dumbfounded as fuck. Like I didn't even know how to respond to that situation. Like I didn't even know, like I felt like I was like, I still to this day, like this is exactly how I felt in that moment when he did that. Like I was just like dumbfounded. Like I was like, what the fuck? So then he walks out the room, and then everything just goes back to normal. And I knew that I could never tell my Babylon mom that, because it would have been a whole nother fuss, a whole nother riot, a whole nother like situation up in flames when it didn't have to be. Like my Babylon mom and dad had so much tension and so much animosity between them that it leaked into the children's lives and into the relationships that they had with the parents. And I was always trying to tell my Babylon mom and dad this. I'm like, you cannot. Even my Babylon mom, one time she tried to come talk to me about how I felt about the situation, and I told her, I said, how do you think the children feel? I said, and this was in the East, when we was living in the East, and I was sitting in the living room with her, and my Babylon mom actually did take the time out to talk to me, to get me to express myself. And I told her that day, I said, regardless of what you and my Babylon dad got going on, it's not, the situation is not about y'all anymore, because y'all have 6 children together. It's now about the children. How do you think the children feel? And I had to be so mature in this moment. Like I had to be so mature to come to a grown ass woman and tell her this shit. And I was like, how do you think the children feel with that, all of this going on and going back and forth? How do you think we feel? You know, in the situation that we're in, and we're having this parent telling us this, and then you're telling us this, and then now we're confused, and now we feel like we have to make a choice, and now you're bringing us to court to get tape recorded by a lady that we don't know, ask questions that we don't know.
I do hope she knows she isn't the only child to have ever gone through this. So many children have gone through this, although it's unfortunate and it's damaging, but so many children have gone through this. And I just hope that, you know, parents can look at this and know, and just, you know, maybe not want to put their children through it in the future, especially fathers. So, and I just, from the testimony that her father gave, because he was like, one of his friends had to come to him and tell him how important the relationship. And I was like, what? You still don't get, like, dude. But I think he be acting sometimes. I really do. Again, he's a cop.
That my Babylon dad did to my Babylon mom that had me like confused about the situation, because this was during Hurricane Katrina, and he couldn't find a job in Alabama, I guess because they was racist or something like that. So we was living in Alabama, and he had to drive back to New Orleans because he was a cop in New Orleans. Like, he was a police officer in New Orleans, so he still had his position there to go back, which he wasn't supposed to leave anyway, because during that time of Katrina, none of the police officers were supposed to leave. How he got to leave, I don't know. But he left. Nevertheless, he left, and he came with us to Alabama, and he stayed at Alabama with us for a while. He went back to New Orleans to re-secure his police job, and he was then being police officer in New Orleans when the hurricane.
What she just said reminded me of something too. Y'all also have to understand that Eliana is remembering a lot of things as a child, and she's remembering a lot of things as a traumatized child. So you have to take a lot of the stuff she's saying also with a grain of salt, because memory can play a lot of tricks on you, and she doesn't know a lot of facts from a child's perspective, just like what she just said. You know.
And I was like, I'm looking at the situation. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm confused. Like, I thought she was with my daddy. Like, I don't know what's going on. And so when the guy used to come over we would just go in our rooms because we were so uncomfortable with the situation that was at hand. We did not understand, bro. We didn't understand. So one time, my Babylon sister, which wasn't biologically his child, which was my Babylon mom's child at the time, she called him because at one point in time, my two oldest Babylon sisters, out of three of my Babylon sisters, they were not his children. My Babylon mom was not in the lives of their fathers at the time, so they thought that my Babylon dad was their dad. So they was comfortable with calling him and stuff like that because he raised them. So my Babylon sister, my oldest Babylon sister, wound up calling him from the closet, and she was telling him how my Babylon mom had a guy there and how she felt uncomfortable and she didn't understand what was going on. So that situation happened, and my Babylon dad, I remember, I think he came back to Alabama to see the situation of what was going on, and everything was like they were trying to, I guess they were trying to play it off or whatever. So we wasn't really in the mix, but we was just happy that our Babylon parents was back together. You know what I'm saying? So my Babylon dad winds up leaving again, and by that time she had another boyfriend because I guess they didn't work out.
I don't know. This is really stupid. I don't get why she's trying to tell all this stuff. And she's going off memory. You can't even believe half of this stuff. I really don't get it. This is so stupid.
This was something that it wasn't a recollect, that I could ever, like, I always looked at my Babylon mom as, like, very sophisticated, very, like, royal, very upright. So when I seen her in the dining room with her gown, like, with her robe on in front of a man, I immediately thought that was very disrespectful because I thought you and my Babylon dad had hit it off, and I thought everything was cool. So like in that moment, I'm sitting there looking weird, and I sit at the table just to feel the energy, and I smell something weird, like it just smelled like sex. Like I didn't know what it was at the time because I was a kid. I didn't know what that was. So I smelled something, and I was like, I just said, like, I'm telling y'all, the type of child that I was, I just say shit out, like I just say my heart, like I just say it. I said, Mom, what's that smell? Like in front of the guy and in front of her. She was like, don't worry about that. You know how grown-ups be, they be like, don't worry about that. That ain't something you need to know about right now, blah, 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 trying to play it off. So she goes back to laughing and drinking and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, this is weird as fuck. So I'm going to my room. So I go back to my room and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, we got evicted from the place that we was in Alabama. I'm like, what? I'm like, how did we get evicted? I thought my Babylon dad was supposed to be taking care of the bills. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, we had to take all our shit out the house. We couldn't even bring our shit with us out the house because she was technically a single mother with 6, 7, 8 children at the time. I think it was 8 children. I had 8 children at the time. Yeah, 8 children. She had 8 children at the time and 1 car. She could not put all that stuff in the car. Like, we had furniture, like a whole house set up, my nigga. We got evicted and we had to put all our shit on the curb because we just didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, and even when we left, like, people from the neighborhood, as soon as we was driving off, people from the neighborhood was grabbing our shit. Like, they was claiming that shit. Like, God, that shit was crazy as fuck. So she was mad. My Babylon mom was mad as fuck. And I was like, we didn't know why. We didn't know why she was mad. We was driving all the way back to New Orleans from Alabama. When we get to Alabama, my dad does not have a place for us set up. I'm confused as fuck. Like, I don't even know what's going on. So we get to my godfather house, my godfather parents' house.
You mean when you get back?
We got there, and my Babylon mom, like my aunt and uncle, they like get us some food and shit like that, cause you gotta like try to keep the situation hidden from the children so that they don't know what's going on. So they get us some food and stuff like that and put us in the bed. It was late at night when we had got there. So they put us in the bed and stuff like that, and they try to keep the situation from us. And all of a sudden, my Babylon mom, lo and behold, come to find out the reason why we had went there in the first place was because she was trying to, we went there out the blue. My Babylon dad didn't know that we had left to go there to figure out what was going on. She had went there to figure out what was going on with him. Come to find out, he was talking to like 2 other women, cheating behind her back, had a whole lady, she was like a a princess from some fucking African tribe or some shit like that. Like, and when I seen that, what he did to my mom, that went into my subconscious. You see what I'm saying? As his daughter, like as a male figure that's supposed to be my father and shit like that, that went into my subconscious. You know how I felt at that moment? Like, I could feel everything that happened. So when I found that out and I seen her reaction to it, that made me feel like I was going through it. I was like, damn, so you mean that he neglected me for another girl? You know, this is how I'm thinking about it because my subconscious knows no separation. So this is exactly what happened. And I'm like, damn, that's really fucked up. Like, that is really, really fucked up. And I was so confused about it at that time. My Babylon mom was mad. She was like, I want a divorce. I don't want to be with you. I don't want this. I don't want that. Da 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 da. They was going back and forth. They was always fighting at the time.
So you think that this is the reason why you have a problem with him?
Yeah, I do. This is the very essence of why I think that I have a problem with polygamy. It's
Man,
because
let her
of how
tell
he
her
treated
story
my
and stay
Babylon
out
mom
of this.
and that situation at play. Because she
Hey.
always used to tell me like how much she loved him and stuff like that. But she also told me how fucked up he was and how fucked up he treated her. And literally, the essence of why they're not together is because he cheated and he did not want to come clean about it. And that's the essence of the situation. And she was just distraught. Like, she was just distraught about it still to this day. That's why they still go back and forth. That's why they still don't get along, because he still just don't want to admit to his wrongdoing. Even at one point in time, me and her was sitting in the car one time, and they was having a conversation, and they started to go really deep. No, she started cheating on him after he was cheating on her, because she wasn't stupid and she figured that shit out. So she was like, fuck that nigga. She was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I? That's the mindset. But and in that moment, like I said, when we was in the car, me and her was in the car at the time, and this was when I got a little bit older and I was able to leisurely see her how I wanted to. They started really to dive deep into. Now, I want to tell y'all this before I get into that story, because this is very important. Somehow the tables switched on that nigga. Like the tables turned on him. Somehow the tables turned, and he wound up, because he won custody of us, he wound up telling her that she had to leave the house. Why, as a man, regardless of whatever the situation was, why would you not give the house to the kids and the mother, and you have somewhere else to stay? Depending on the situation that you was in. He was in a situation where he could have just, it wasn't that big of a deal. The situation that they was in wasn't that big of a deal for him to be like, get out, like, you gotta leave. Like, he was really like, my Babylon mom, she gotta leave out the house. And then everything that he did to make her seem like she was a bad person was really fucked up. So he wasn't even in a position to pull her out or anything like that. If anything, if I was him and I was a man in that situation, I would have just admitted to my wrongdoing and came clean about what I did, and then dealt with the situation as far as giving her the assets to still be able to take care of us if we split up. Like, why would I put you out on the street? And that's literally what he did. She had to go back and live with her Babylon mom, and you know, they didn't really get along, but she had to go back and live with her, and she had to find her way. You see what I'm saying? In the meantime, she wasn't even able to get a connection with us, because he didn't want her to have a connection with us. Lo and behold, deep down in the secretive hearts of that man, he did not want us to have a connection with her, because he had so much animosity towards her. I don't know why. And at that time, she had got her an apartment, and my Babylon dad, I guess they was talking off and on because of the fact that they had children together and they still felt some type of way about each other, whatever. So she had got the apartment, and we actually had went to her apartment. My Babylon dad actually had took her to her apartment, and they was like chilling and stuff like that, and we was good and stuff like that, and the situation was good, and we thought that they was getting back together, and they wasn't. So after some time, the situation had flipped. I don't remember exactly what happened, but the situation flipped to where he had to leave. The court told him that he had to leave and get out the house, and they gave her the house back. And that's how it was supposed to be from the beginning. So she wound up getting back in the house with us, and she wound up having that house with us and taking care of us and stuff like that. And he was living living with his Babylon mom. And now, and when the time switched, he started living with his Babylon mom, and he was like really feeling bad. He was really feeling bad, so he was trying to make it up. He was coming over to the house, trying to be romancing, woo 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 with my Babylon mom and stuff like that. We would go to my grandmother's house, and you know, he was really depressed about the situation because he didn't think that situation would have backfired on him like that. So over some time, they started talking off and on again, and he wound up coming stay back with us in the house, so we was back together at this time.
Alicia don't like nobody typing in her live. My bad, y'all. I'll be trying to scroll the comments because when somebody type too many emojis, the comments freeze.
Moment. And they renewed their vows and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, she just one day picked up the gown she had from the wedding, and like all of the trinkets, like the glasses, and you know, all the shit that they get for the fucking fake ass announcement of permission from Babylon to be with each other. She got all that stuff, and she's taking a glass and she started throwing it at the wall. She took the glasses, she threw it at the wall, threw it at the floor. They had glass everywhere. The children was like in their room, like well, we can't go out there. Like my mom having a fit. She took a knife that she had, and I watched her took the gown and ripped the dress and have like straight up like butter. She sliced through that shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was so crazy. She was going off. Like, she was destroying the house with the vow renewal shit. Like, literally. And I was like, what? This shit is weird. They never talked to us about it. They never sat down to us to talk about the situation. They never did not. I guess it wasn't our place or whatever the situation may be. So they wound up splitting again. And then after that, they never got back together after that because she was just completely done. She was completely over with it. And I watched this happen. And
so this is where people, for the most part, a lot of people have learned and grown nowadays, and they do know how to be more careful about breakups, and they know how to talk to the children and keep the children out of a lot of things. But I do want to throw this in here too. Look, y'all in the Instagram comments and stuff, get out of here with all these stupid emojis and stuff, because you freeze up the comments. Say what you got to say and keep it moving. Don't be doing all that extra stuff. That's silly y'all.
And she used to tell me stories like when she was pregnant with me. They already had 2 children. They already had 3 children. And at the time, I guess he didn't want to have children because he wasn't ready for it. This was in 1977. She told me that when she was pregnant, certain moments, this was just a vague story she told me, certain moments happened where he would like just lash out. But this one particular moment, she fixed him a plate of food while she was pregnant with me. She fixed him a plate of food and she gave it to him. And he took the plate and he slammed it down on the table, and the food kind of like went up, like on some shit, like went on the mats and shit, like on some shit. And he was like, now we got another fucking mouth to feed. He, like, that was a moment she shared with me, and I could remember, like, why would my mom tell me some shit like that? Like, why would they, why I don't understand. Like, I was trying to understand why would she tell me some shit like that, but I couldn't make sense of it. So I just kind of like let it go because I didn't want to believe that he would do that. Like, I didn't want to believe that, especially me, like being a bit me, my nigga, really. So I was just like, fuck this shit. Like, I didn't know what to think. Like, she used to tell me a lot of stories. Like, he just wasn't shit. He did not treat her like she was his wife. Like, he just treated her like she was his bottom bitch. If you really want to be real, you know what I'm saying? That's how he treated her. And it's funny that he even could get online and say that because how he looking at me and my husband's situation is the exact way how he did my Babylon mom, and it's just all being reflected back to himself. And so he projecting himself on my husband, and that shit fucked up. That shit is not right. So you don't know my situation.
Now that don't mean that that's not what's going on with her and Eligio, because we all know that is what's going on with her and Eligio. But I know that shit slipped off her father's tongue too easily, and that is because that's probably what she is saying is true. Now, what I'm trying to show y'all too in the shows that I'm posting is that she's good now, so she could be making all this stuff up. But then again, I don't know, because I'm trying to hold back on a lot of stuff I want to say about dude, but I do see some of that slick shit in him. And he did say a lot himself, if y'all listen to him, that she got a lot of her stuff from him and that she a slick cat herself. So I'm inclined to believe her when it comes to him, but I think that she is trying to throw it back on him, you know, and she doesn't want to. She wants her and Nature Boy stuff to look all perfect or whatnot, but yeah, I think it's just it fits for both of them. I think her and her pop's full of shit.
Like from him a couple times, but then he did some other fuck shit that counteracted it, that made me think that he was trying to manipulate me, like psychologically manipulate me. And
Where would she go to hell? How is this about him? First he all up in the comments, now he gotta be in the picture. See? Even she like, nigga, what?
It's not his fault.
Oh God.
I don't.
Whose fault is it?
It's mine
Why?
because I put myself through that situation.
It's your karma,
Yeah, it's definitely my karma.
but you overcame it.
Absolutely.
We're not sad.
No, I'm not sad about
The
that.
only reason why we talking about this shit is why.
Because I want everybody to understand my position and why I had those moments of insecurity and my psyche, what happened to me that made me perpetuate the examples and the things that I've been displaying to the world. And
Why
to
is it
the
hard?
world.
Why it's hard for you to have a polygamous relationship?
Yes, why it's hard. Yes, why it's hard for me to have a polygamous relationship. That's facts. That's facts.
We're not blaming him. We already know that he was hurt to hurt her, because hurt people hurt people. We also know on a higher level, right,
Yeah.
that I always teach her to forgive. We forgive. We don't have no hard feelings
Oh
about it.
no, I don't. I forgive everybody.
We don't have no hard feelings. We don't harbor no hate. We don't harbor no regret. The only reason why we're revisiting this is because his grown ass popped up on young Pharaoh. Outside of that,
We're
minding our business, teaching life.
That's facts.
We ain't got nothing to do with that. So him talking about me and all that and trying to say I take very good care of your daughter.
Okay,
Absolutely.
let me say
In your
this.
Babylon mind.
This
from
is
your
my
perspective.
opinion.
This
is my opinion. I think her pop's cop ass got a lot of shit with him. I really do. And I think that she's 21 years old. And I think he way foul for letting Eligio and everybody else know that they've been communicating via text message. And him saying that she isn't upset, making her say she isn't upset, she don't feel no ways about it, I think that's BS. We can see from the emotions, she got a lot of emotions about that. And that's natural. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I think she feels some kind of way about this dude coming out here and talking about, like, he let people know too much stuff just because he that type of person. He wanted to let people know that, you know, about the chief this stuff and the chief stuff in the Europe and the, you know, Nature Boy may have known some of that, but I don't think he really known all of that. And how much he may have or may have not known should have been left an enigma. So whatever she may have going on or not have going on, then she should have been able to pull it off, you know, or whatnot. Who knows? I don't know. But whatever chances she may have had at anything, he ruined it. Would you say? To let everybody know that they've been in contact all this time wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. Not at all. What's even worse, he passed out the text messages. I would never forgive dude for doing that if I was her. Like, I'm not suggesting she don't. I'm just speaking about myself. Like, dude, you could kick rocks, you know, if I was in that position. You got people showing the text messages verbatim and reading them off on their pages. This dude passed out their personal text messages. So that lets me know he a foul dude. But just let me know that he's a cop lets me know he's a foul dude. All that stuff he talking about, you know, she should give her baby up and let the baby decide and all that. Man, ain't nobody trying to come back to no Babylon, man. Get out of here with that. Nobody's trying to give you their baby. She don't even want to be with you. You know, let's see who else is live. Actually, let's see if they restarted the live. But anywho, Pops need to just chill out and bag back. He might have a chance in the future of establishing some kind of relationship, but he just needs to bag back and respect what she got going on. She's 21. Let her do 20. What is she, 20? Let her do whatever it is she want to do, and stop coming on there, stop doing all that. Because really the only thing he's doing is going ego for ego with eligio and pushing and pulling, and he's not respecting her wishes, and he's doing some real foul stuff in my opinion. So,
online, being chatty patty, sending no threats. If you harming my daughter and I knew you harming my nigga, I'm coming to get my fucking daughter. What are you talking about? I don't care if you're 26 years old. You my fucking daughter. I'm fucking playing no games on fucking young Pharaoh, this little nigga. This is how you know he don't care about you, yo.
No, it's facts. I know that.
I want y'all to understand that shit. I want y'all to feel what a real man would be thinking. Don't tell me to stop yelling. You on my page. You in my house, nigga. Get the fuck out if you don't want me yelling.
Time we got left. Yeah, it's
You
about
in my house now.
It's
This
about
my
to go
house.
out. Okay.
I'ma yell all through here if I want to yell up in here.
So I'm gonna end out and I'm gonna come back. Okay, guys, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna keep recording this, but I have a feeling I'm about to agree with what Nature Boy is saying. We gonna find out as Carbonnation Chronicles continues. Peace.